Hello everyone, welcome to iPlus Education. This is Syed Ismail. Today in this video lecture, I am going to start problems on Laplace transform. The first problem that we have is find the Laplace transform of constant k or Laplace transform of k. Now let us see the solution for this. We know that Laplace transform of any function f of t is given by integration 0 to infinite e power of minus st. Here if we have f of t, here we will get f of t into dt. Now here we have to find out the Laplace transform of k. So we have Laplace transform of constant k. In place of f of t we have k. So it will become 0 to infinite e power of minus st as it is. If f of t is there, we are writing f of t. Here we have k, so write down k here dt. Now k is independent of this integral since this integral is defined for variable t. So we can take this k outside the integral. We have k integration 0 to infinite e power of minus st dt. We know that integration e power of minus ax dx value is same exponential function e power of minus ax upon coefficient of x. We have coefficient of x is minus a when we are integrating with respect to dx. Here we are integrating with respect to t. So we have k same exponential function e power of minus st divided by coefficient of t since we are integrating with respect to t. So here we have minus s. Limit 0 to infinite. Now take this minus s outside this limit. We have k divided by minus s. Substituting the upper limit, here we have e power of minus s. In place of t, write down infinite. Upper limit minus lower limit. Same e power of minus s into substitute 0 in place of t. It will become minus k divided by s into e power of s into infinite is infinite. We have minus infinite minus e power of minus s into 0 0. We know that e power of minus infinite value is always 0. E power of minus 0 value is 1. Now this will become minus k divided by s into this value is 0 minus this value is 1. Now 0 minus 1 we have minus 1, minus 1 into this minus we have plus. So k divided by s. We got Laplace transform of constant k as k by s. Now let me write down the conclusion for this. If we have any constant k, then Laplace transform of this k will be k divided by s. Even if we take inverse Laplace transform of k by s will be k. For example, if I ask the Laplace transform of 1, then it will become 1 by s. Laplace transform of 5 will become 5 divided by s, like this. Let us see the second problem. Find the Laplace transform of e power of at. E power of at is the exponential function. We are going to find out the Laplace transform of exponential function. Since this function is in terms of t, let f of t is equals to e power of at. From the definition of Laplace transform, we know that Laplace transform of f of t is equals to integration 0 to infinite e power of minus st into, here f of t is there, f of t dt. Now f of t value is e power of at. 0 to infinite e power of minus st. Here we have e power of at. E power of at dt. 0 to infinite. Here bases are same. Then power should be added. So it will become e power of minus st plus at dt. So this will become integration 0 to infinite e power of, take t common, we have t here, as well as take minus common, we have s minus a dt. Now we know that integration e power of minus ax dx value is same e power of minus ax upon coefficient of x minus a. Applying this concept here, we have integration e power of minus s minus a into t dt. So it will become same function e power of minus of s minus a into t divided by coefficient of t, since we are integrating with respect to t. So take coefficient of t. Here we have minus of s minus a, limits 0 to infinite. Now take this denominator outside the limit. We have 1 by minus s minus a. Substitute the upper limit in place of t. E power of minus of s minus a. In place of t, write down infinite, upper limit minus lower limit. E power of minus s minus a. In place of t, write down 0. We have 1 divided by minus s minus a. S minus a into infinite is infinite, so we have e power of minus infinite minus e power of minus 0. We know that e power of minus infinite value is 0, e power of minus 0 value is 1. So we have minus 1 divided by s minus a into 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1, we have minus 1, minus 1 into minus 1, we have plus 1. So 1 divided by s minus a is the Laplace transform of e power of at. Let me write down the conclusion. We have exponential function e power of at. We got Laplace transform of e power of at as 1 by s. Here plus a is there, so take minus a here. Similarly, the inverse Laplace transform ILT, inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s minus a value is e power of plus at. Here we have minus, then take plus. Similarly, Laplace transform of e power of minus at. Laplace transform of e power of minus at will be 1 divided by s, take opposite sign. Here minus is there, so take plus a. Inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s plus a. Inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s plus a value is e power of minus at. So remember these two formulas. Let us see the solution for Laplace transform of t power of n. Let this be f of t. F of t is equals to t power of n. From the definition of Laplace transform, we know that zero to infinite e power of minus st into f of t dt. Now Laplace transform of t power of n. We have 0 to infinite e power of minus st, f of t values t power of n dt. This problem can be easily solved by substitution. Let this power of this exponential term st be some dummy variable x. Now here we have dt. So differentiate this. Differentiate with respect to x. S is a constant, derivative of t is dt, derivative of x is dx. So we have dt is equals to dx by s. From this, the value of t will be x by s. Here, this limit 0 to infinite is for t. We made substitution for x. New limits are required for t. New limits for t. When t is 0, that is lower limit. When t is 0, substitute t0 here, s into 0, 0. So x value is 0. Similarly, for upper limit of t, that is infinite, substitute infinite here, s into infinite is infinite, so x value is infinite. Now this Laplace transform of t power of n will become x equal to 0 upper lower limit to x equal to infinite e power of minus st value is x. Here we have t value is x by s, whole power of n, dt value is dx by s. Integration 0 to infinite e power of minus x into, distribute this power to numerator and denominator, x power of n by s power of n dx divided by s power of 1. Now this s power of n into s power of 1 is independent of this integration, so can be taken out of the integration. We have 1 divided by, bases are same, power should be added, it will become s power of n plus 1. Integration 0 to infinite for x e power of minus x into x power of n dx. We know that from the gamma function, gamma of n value is integration 0 to infinite e power of minus x into x power of n minus 1 dx value is gamma n. Here we have n minus 1. Here also we require minus 1. So what we are doing, we are adding plus 1 minus 1 here, so that we have minus 1 here. Now if I have n here, we will get gamma of n. Here we are having n plus 1, so we will get gamma of n plus 1. So this will become 1 divided by s power of n plus 1. This complete integral will be replaced by gamma function. Gamma of n plus 1 is equals to gamma of n plus 1 divided by s power of n plus 1. Also we know that gamma of n plus 1 value is n factorial. So this will become n factorial divided by s power of n plus 1. Here this n can be 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Hence we got Laplace transform of t power of n is equals to gamma of n plus 1 by s power of n plus 1 or n factorial divided by s power of n plus 1. We can use either of these two formulas. Let me write down the conclusion. If we have a function t power of n, then Laplace transform of t power of n is n factorial by s power of n plus 1 or gamma of n plus 1 divided by s power of n plus 1. If we take inverse Laplace transform ILT of this n factorial by s power of n plus 1, we will get t power of n. Or we can modify this. Here we have t power of n divided by, send this n factorial here, we have t power of n by n factorial as 1 by s power of n plus 1. That is inverse Laplace transform. Inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s power of n plus 1 is t power of n by n factorial. Here we have n plus 1. Here we have n factorial. We have to take one value less from here.